market is open. How y'all doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We got a little bit of a different view today. We made some modifications to our recording studio. Up on the side here, these are actual stock certificates that you're looking at up there. I've had some of them for a while. Others I've recently added to my collection. You know, we've got United Airlines, you've got General Motors. These are expired certificates. They've been punched on the floor. You know, they've actually got the holes in them of being real certs. So we decided we're going to get them out there so you guys could see them. So welcome. Hope you like the overall view of the studio. Let me know. Drop it in the comments, guys. What do you think? Appreciate that, Robert. Nice. Good look. I appreciate it. Give me a number 1 for yes, number 2 for no to let me know that you can hear me. Nothing worse than talking to myself for the next hour, realizing that no one else is listening to a word that you're saying but yourself. Be kind of like being home. Amy said, I'm loving it. Looks awesome. Thank you. Looks great. Thank you, Paula. Helen, thank you. We got the clock up here too. We got that in the other day as well. Yeah, I was in here last week. Sean and I did some work on it, getting it all set up, locked and loaded. I owe it to my youngest daughter, Sabrina, for helping to lay all this out. She's the fashionista. So, Sean, this is the way you want it to look with this many certificates. We've got 9 of them up there right now. We may add some more, but we've got 9 for now. Right, you can see they go pretty high. Right, I don't know if I need any up higher than that, but Amos said the clock works. I used it this morning. Awesome, Amos. I love hearing it, guys. It really does. It's a phenomenal tool to help get you through the day. We ran out. We have 1 left, Sean? We've got 1 left. The others are on order right now. We have 0 left. Sorry, we've got 0 left. If you have any interest in that and you want it, yeah, Robert said, I'll take it. If you have any interest in it and you want it, let me know. Send an email to support. Actually, I'm not sure who's in here with me today. I think it's Amy, right? Amy, could you drop a link in there to the clock? I would appreciate it. Guys, if you don't mind using the chat box instead of the hands, that was Robert. Robert, if you want it, just send an email to support, or you can click on the link below and we'll get it to you as soon as we don't have them in place yet. Right? They are in order. We've got a slightly modification to our dial that we're doing. So they are in order. We're a couple weeks away from getting them. As soon as we do, you'll get them. Great, Amy. If you could also drop in the link to the clock, that'd be great. How much is that ticker thing behind you? Billy, if you're talking about that thing up on the top over there, that's a couple of grand for that one. I think it's 3-4 grand, something like that for that. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. Let's jump in. Keep in mind that each and everything that we talk about is for educational purposes only. Nothing we here discuss about will be for advice and or recommendations. We've got a ton of stuff coming up, guys, this week, right? July 28th, Tony's doing Patterns in a Flash for his students that are members of his Patterns in a Flash program. Mastering the Trade coming up on August 4th, trading on August 5th. There's a lot of stuff coming up. What I don't have on here is Charting Your Way to Success, because I put it on its own slide set for you. It is a full 1-day training in New York. We're about halfway through on our seats being filled up. So go ahead and get yourself registered. There's actual talk amongst my team members of jacking the price up on it to charge higher as we get closer to the event. I don't know if I want to go there. I don't know if we'll even get to run this promotion all the way through the event. But $99, 1 full day in New York. We're 20 minutes east of JFK Airport is where I'm 20 minutes east. We're probably about 35 minutes east to the hotel from where we're going to be teaching, which is right at Nassau Coliseum. You literally could walk to the Coliseum from there. Excellent. So if we go back, Power Hour, here we are today. Of course, Coach's Corner has been renamed to Trading Coaches Playbook. And that's exactly what it is, folks. Each coach, as I watch this training every week, every coach that's in there is sending you or giving you their own playbook, the things that they look at, that they do, what they're using to help in their own trades towards their own success. So you want to take advantage of that. Get into that Trading Coaches Playbook. How to Trade the Market. Brandon has coming up 2 events on August 2nd and August 4th. So make sure you're there. Power Option Plays, Cover Call Explorer, E-mini Think Tank are all on schedule for this week. No interruptions whatsoever. And here's our followers page. If you are not, please do. There's a lot of names in here that I don't recognize. Welcome, and thank you for those of you that are subscribed. I sent Sean, 4 videos this morning? 4 videos this morning that I did this morning that I sent him. Are they all published? So 3 of those 4 already are out and done. And guys, I'm talking about things to look at in the pre-market for both the futures markets and then the equities market as well to be looking at. Trade setups, my setup, all of that type of stuff gets published, posted out there. So join the various or follow us on the various social programs. But I don't belong to these social media programs. Sign up. Don't give it to anybody else. Don't follow anybody else if you don't want to, and just follow along with the things that we do. Right? If you're looking for trades and trading ideas and such, there's a great way to do it. Oh, all right. Trades. I should have asked this question already. Darn. What have you done so far today? Let me see your trades. Drop them in. I want to know how you've done. Who's getting the Thor hammer today? Let me know. The hours of the training, Henry, on September 17th are 9 a.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern. What is the talk on the airways in New York about shutting down the city because of the Delta variant? None, Jim. Our infection rate increased to 1.5% of the people that get tested every day. Increased. We're at 0.3. Now we're at 1.5. There's no talk of shutting anything down here. I think the shutting down component is done, at least here. We've got 77% of people have in New York, adults, have received at least one of their 2 vaccines. 63% have received both, or the full, because some is one, the full vaccine. And even the 12 to 17-year-olds in New York, we are, I want to say 49% have received it. We've got a high, not infection, injection rate, high vaccination rate here. Yeah, I think it's done, Jim. I do. I think it's done. All right. Let's see. Okay, so Robert put in 5 verticals, $270 on the SPY, $60 on the Qs, well over $1,000 if I could bring them all home by Friday. Nice job. Amos said one trade, hit my stop. Another trade was 90% ROR, overall up on the day. I love it. There you go. John said naked puts on SPCE, Telray, Tesla, Iron Condor, and Rut spread and Nvidia. Iron Condor on the Rut spread on Nvidia. Was that the one I talked about over the weekend, John, in Cover Call Explorer? Because I mean, was that a tookish trade as far as premium? My goodness gracious, have a payback rate in under 2 weeks on a stock as expensive as Nvidia with such huge premium they were paying. Oh, it was an awesome trade. Awesome. Those of you that took it, congrats, man. Congrats. Excellent. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So Amelia is our head trader. She trades every single day. She's out there. And, of course, we only discuss paper trades, right? She's out there every single day. Here's a trade that she did, which was a bear put spread. So it's a debit spread is what she did here, right? She got into this debit spread at 9:36 in the morning, right? And had spent 36 cents to take this trade, right? And then she got out of the trade at 9:40 in the morning. We'll call it 41. So under 5 minutes, she was in that trade. She sold that bear call spread for a 65-cent credit. So she spent 35 cents, let's call it, took in 65 cents. She made 30 cents on the trade. But Rob, she only did one contract. Yes, and we do that for a reason. We have made a decision internally that we're going to switch to 3 contracts for a minimum of all of our trades that we do. But we do the one contract to show you don't need a lot of money. But some of you gawk at this and go, $35 is not worth my time. Really, for 4 minutes, 5 minutes of your time, it's not? I guess, let me ask it this way. If you were walking down the street and saw $35 on the floor, would you stop and pick it up? Or would you go out of your way to step over it and make sure it didn't give you cooties and touch you? All right? You're going to stop and pick it up, right? If it's too small of a dollar amount, do more of them. Do more of them. Here's, I must have skipped right through this one. Okay. So here's the second one. SPY, 9:46 a.m. She ended SPY, right? We got in at so she bought to open the July 26th. July 26th. Oh, that's today. They expire today. She bought the July 26 options, and she bought them at $1.96. So under $200 to do one contract. Under $200. But rate of return is what we're looking for. That's the important thing here is rate of return. So $1.96. She got out of the trade 1.5 minutes later. 1.5, right? Minutes later on that trade. And if you look here, 20 cents profit, right? She got out of 216, 20 cents profit over $90.96 cost. Cash in divided by cash out is 10.2% for 2 minutes. See, she even gave you the whole extra half a minute for free, right? You're talking about 10% in 2 minutes. So if we made $20, Amelia did 13 contracts on this trade. 13, 1-3. Well, if we did 13 contracts, 10 contracts would be $200. 3 more contracts is $260. If you could do this, I don't know, twice in a day, do you have to go to work anymore? Think about it. This is SPY. How hard is it for SPY to move and make 20 cents on an option? It's not. Right? You're talking $500 for the day. You're probably done. For many of you, you're done. Heck, some of you are like, Rob, with this trade, I'm done. That's $1,000 a week, man. That's 50 grand a year. I know. Listen, you're going to have to find something else to do with the rest of your life. If you're only spending 2 minutes a day in the market, you're going to have to find something else to do. All right? If you stop and say, that's it, I'm done. I made my $250 today, and I'll make that for the next 4 days, assuming you did it every day. You got $1,200, $1,300 for the month, whatever, $1,250? No, $250 times 4 would be $1,000. So $1,250, $1,250 if you're able to pull $250 a day out of the market. Nice, very nice. Good job, Amelia. Let's see. Oops, missed a couple of them. Let me go back and get those. Come on, baby. Where are you? Yeah, Billy, we definitely see what you're saying. Keep in mind, YouTube is we're a couple of seconds ahead of YouTube. They're just a little bit slower. But we definitely see you in there. So Amos said, so we make an update to the clock. Do we get the update also? Yeah, Amos, sorry. It's just like version 2.0. Let's see. All right, I appreciate that. Got the training down. Good. 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on 6 p.m. on the 17th. We got that answered. All right, I got Robert's trading there. Sorry, guys. It just took me way up. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Amos said, yeah, I definitely would pick that 35 cents up. Trader Will said, if you pick up a dime, it's $120 per hour in earnings. See? There you go, Will. I appreciate the math there. Sarah said, late responding was making breakfast, made 2.5 times my weekly goal on the ES this morning. Yes. 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 Take the rest of the week off. I could take the rest of the week off now. I love it. Congrats, Sarah. There you go. Here comes the hammer, guys. I'm telling you, make the money, guys. Make the money. Give Sarah some kudos there. Come on, show her some love, guys. Her sharing should get you excited. You should be excited that she's making this kind of money in the market. Robert said, my first SPY trade was almost a minute today for $150 on 10 contracts. There you go, Robert. How much can you beat that? I mean, come on now. All right, let's see. Jim said, big earnings this week. Oh, yeah, everybody. I've got them down on my tracking sheet right here. Right? What I use in power option plays. Yeah, don't worry. You wouldn't be able to read even if I shared it with you. That's why I type it up for the people in POP. But Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Google, FOMC on the 28th at Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Very nice. Tom said, did anyone take the SPY bounce off the 55 EMA up to the fib extension? I did not, Tom, no. The power crunch trade. There you go, Will. Great job, Sarah. Awesome, Sarah. Congrats, Sarah, there. Nice, nice, nice. That's it. Appreciate you sharing that with her, folks. I missed it too. Hell of a swing trade, though, Tom said. So here, let's go ahead and finish this up and get that off. Let's go ahead and pull up TOS. And let's jump in today. Why do I not have moving averages on here? All right, so let's do this instead. I just want to get the one. That's not the one I wanted. How do I get the one I wanted? I guess I can't. All right, so this is a 5-minute chart. Studies. No, actually, where is it? All right. There we go. We have the 8 is orange and the blue is 21. So, and it's SPY. So we had that nice quick pop that retraced back down. Oops, I forget you can't do that here. There was the push up and the retest. What a bounce, guys. Off about, we'll call it 440, a little bit less. It was 439 and three quarter, 440 and three quarters where we ran up to. So $1 move. So overall, really sweet as far as move goes. Frankie B said from YouTube, I took that SPY trade. Congrats there, Frankie. Great job. I mean, you got $1 move in there. If you got 40, 50 cents of it, that's phenomenal. Nice. All right, let's go take a look at the markets and see what the heck is going on. Let's go back here. I don't know. You guys able to see my shirt? I think so, right? Never, ever, ever argue with your trading system. There you go. You can see it. Never, ever argue with your trading system. We'll have these available shortly, guys. Everything we make off of things like this, these tchotchke type things, is part of what we give as our donations. We've got 3 different organizations that we donate to, right? So this is anything that comes off of these will go to that. We're almost ready with them, but you'll see me wearing more of these. We got all of them fixed today, adjusted on the shirt where we want them. Friday, rather. So today we talked about it, and I'll be ordering about a dozen more of them. So I'm looking forward to getting those in. So S&P 500, I changed a couple of things around on here, and particularly colors, right? So if you look, if you can see at the top, if you're able to view it, able to see the wording in there, I changed the moving averages around to the colors. So it says 55 EMA, so you know what is what. I've got 4 of those. And then I changed the earnings marker over to green. I would prefer it yellow, but the yellow is what shows up on top. So basically what I'm looking at is this. Anything that is to the right of that, if an E shows up, Facebook as an example. Facebook, there's an E down here. It's to the left of that green bar. That tells me it's less than 3 weeks away. I really don't want to trade this one for a swing trade. Day trade, I'm all over it. All over it. I love it for day trades. Right? So if it's to the right of it, then we're good. Let's go back to S&P 500. The orange bar is just for one of the trainings that I do, power option plays, the last update we did. That's all that is. Right? Not relevant for what we're doing here, so I'll just take it down. Right? So S&P 500, where are we? All-time highs again today. Another day. Absolute rocking and rolling. You know, my kids are looking at the SPY stuff they've got in their accounts and like, why is my account up as much as it is? Well, that's it. SPY is what's killing it out there, guys. Right? SPY, I've been talking about doing this trade setup for a very long time now, a couple of years. And we're talking about, did we have some dips in there? There's an opportunity to buy more. I have my 401k account. I added SPY shares on that major pullback from coronavirus to it. And right now, traders are looking for the bigger view. So we are now above 618. What does that mean, guys? If we so those are in power option plays. Tomorrow night when I do our update, I'll be redrawing the fibs on here, right? I want to see what happens with today, but we've got enough room to redraw fibs on at this point now that we're above the 618, right? So we'll be setting up some new numbers on there. I do it in power option plays, which is where we analyze this very in depth. Mastermind group, I may do something tomorrow. Period for you guys on Facebook. So check Facebook out. I'm going to try to I won't get to it today. I know I won't, but I'm going to try to do that tomorrow morning before the market opens so you can see exactly what's happening there. And we're looking at what our new numbers, our new setups are on there. All right. So, but right now, where's it show we're going to next? Right? Actually, let's see. If we ABC this, we go A, B, C. Here's our 236. Here's our 618. And dun, 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 dun. Look at where the 100 winds up. Right on top of that Fibit that's out there. Cool. Thanks, Sean. Thank you, Steele. Appreciate it. Right? Look at that, guys. So we're looking at 44.62 is our next upside target. And we're sitting at 44.18. So if we call it 22, we got about 40 some odd points, 42, 44 points to the upside as potential move for us. So overall, very, very nice. I like it a lot, right? When I had that confluence that I just laid in there, that confluence shows me a tremendous amount of strength. That confluence is what helps traders make decisions there, whether you see the confluence or not. See, that's just it. I see it. The fib traders that are here with me, you see it. Those that are not fib traders, you now know what I'm talking about. There's two things happening there. Confluence, a Fibonacci line, it's a Fibit, the black line, and that green line I just snapped in there, which is part of the ABC pattern or the fib extensions pattern, right? Now that you see that, that's great. But other traders that exit trades there and have no idea why, it's human emotion. You just didn't know what was happening, right? You had no idea what was going on, but you got out there anyway or in there anyway. Why? Because it felt right. You kind of feel like the right trade. That was good. Choked myself along the way. Traders don't understand why. Individuals, investors don't understand why. It's human emotion. If you look at a person and say, very attractive, all right, wow, great looking gal or man, a very attractive individual, or something's off. I can't really put my finger on it. You can't put your finger on it one way or another. What makes Jessica Simpson attractive? It's going to be different to each person, right? But to put your finger on it, but it's the function, the layout of how your face looks. The center of your eyes to the center of your nose to the center of your mouth. The center of your lips or nose to the outside, center of your eyes or the outside of your eyes to your ears, your chin to your head, your fingertips to the ground, to your knee. All of that is Fibonacci measurements. Someone that's 5'11" and their knuckles are scratching on the floor, something's off. You may realize what that off is, but for many times you just can't tell. You look at a house and go, something's not right about that house. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I don't like it. Usually from dimensions, functionally, it's off, right? And it's no different on trades. If something is functionally off, you could see it. You feel it. You don't know why, you just do. Fibits are something that I introduced to the Fibonacci world, to trading. And why is it so important? Well, most traders have no idea they even exist. But something was always happening there. I just didn't understand why until I realized that I could put a line there. I went, oh my goodness, wow, this is powerful. It makes a tremendous amount of sense now that line is there. Yeah, Steele said the length of the bones in your hand. Brenda, another late start to my day. No worries, Brenda, no worries. Amos said, I love where the line falls. Yep, exactly, Amos. And look how powerful that is. Just being there. Look how powerful it is. When we get that overlap, that confluence there, look how important that line is to us there. All right. So S&P 500 doing great. Let's go look at VIX, fear. The fear factor. All right, so we're looking at fear. Here we are. Today we had a slight pop in fear. All that. Well, wait, Rob. The S&P 500 is up, and VIX is up higher than it was on Friday. Why? We were overdone last week. We pulled back too far. A little bit of correction today. Anything to worry about? We're at 18 on VIX. 18, 16, 14. It doesn't matter. We are so low. We're not seeing dramatic effects on price at this point of our options based on, or the equities based on that, but primarily with options. Excuse me. We're not seeing options overpriced. Now, don't get me wrong. Earnings coming up. Are there some companies that are overvalued right now? Oh, heck yeah, on their options for earnings. They sure are. But it's telling us, based on 8 calls and puts, 8 companies, it's telling us that the options are either fairly valued, undervalued, overvalued. Right now, we do not have fear in the market. So there's low fear. So low put prices. So our fear is down, put prices are down. But when our fear is down and our put prices are down, our price of calls go down also. So you get the benefit of buying at lower cost options to go long bullish because of that low fear in the market. But when we go back and look, you go back and look, all right, I don't know why it won't let me zoom in more than that, but let's go look at a weekly chart. Here we go. We came up to of 85.39, not our all-time high. 85.39. If I go to a monthly chart, you can see way back here, 89.53. That was the all-time high, right, in 2008. And you can see where we have traded most of the time besides that. Have we made it up to this 45 and 50 level? A couple of times. Anything I'm worried about? No. Will we do it again? Without a doubt, we'll do it again. Sure we will. Right now, fear is extremely low. Kevin said, where can I buy the t-shirt Rob has on? Can you send me the link? Kevin, we'll have it out soon. We'll have it out soon, but we don't have a link for it just yet. We're going to throw them out there. You know, again, anything that we make on these is going to go towards the charities we support, but we're going to throw them out there at a fairly inexpensive price. That's our next phase, is flipping them all over. They're all at full price right now. So we're in the process of working on that at this point. Jim said, interesting, no fibs drawn on the VIX. Any reason? Yes, because the only thing I think that there's any importance, personally, Jim, to me on VIX, moving averages don't matter. They're just on this chart is all it is. The horizontal lines have got drawn in. We did monster market movers last week. I laid all my VIX lines out and told everybody to write these lines down. These levels are critical to your trading success. Right? There's a lot of value in those levels that I've got there. And they're in blue. I'm not hiding them from you. They're the blue labels on the right side. All right? Those are the important ones. You got it, Kevin. You got it. Excellent. Good. Okay. So if we look at what's going on today, let's go back here. All right? Let's go over to Amazon. I put this one out this morning in the pre-market update. 5-minute chart. Let's go here. Very nice. Okay. Amazon gapped up, filled its gap. Whoosh. Home run on that gap fill this morning on Amazon. Look at the bounce on the moving average cross. Roman, you in here today? Amos, Roman, did you guys take Amazon today? Let's see. I'm not seeing Roman in here. Did you take this today, Amos? On Amazon? Look at the moving average cross, guys. Amos said, I missed it and bit myself since then. No, I bet, because that was a phenomenal move. If you caught that and the bounce off the 1 minute was great at 36.62, call it. It ran all the way up here to 37.12. You're not going to get all of it. But heck, if you got only from 36.62, say you got in at 36.70, let's make math easy. Say you were late to the party, you got in at 70, and you got out at 3,700. You had a 30-point move on the stock. Your option would have a delta go to the low end of 65, will go to 70 since it's easier math in my head. And if you had a 30-point move with a 70 delta, that's $21 per share per contract that your option would move. 100 shares, $2,100 profit. For on a day like today, let's see, what would an option right now cost me on Amazon for this week for a call option with a, got to get used to where the columns are here on Amazon, on TOS rather. Goodness gracious, take it forever. Okay. 65 delta, you would have spent $121, $122 a share on that option. Yeah, Amos said it was also a great trade off of the Fibit of 2 fib lines. Third candle was the entry. So if we look back here at Amazon, we had a stretch back. So you're looking intraday there, Amos. I was all intraday on it today. The gap up. I did a recording that one of the companies I talked about in the pre-market candidate update was Amazon today, right? And it proved to be an excellent choice. Fill that gap. That was a great trade right there. Fill that gap and a good bounce, good catalyst from there. What Amos is talking about is on the third candle today on the intraday chart is where Amos is referring back to, right? So right here, right? Excellent. Well, all right. So what do you guys want to take a look at today? Give me the symbols that you want to see. What do you want me to talk about today? Talk to me. Costco, C-O-S-T, cost. Drop them in. I will get to them in the order they are dropped in. I will do as many of them as we can before we are done today. Costco. Oh, what did I do? Probably not Costco is what it is. Okay. $ COST. Let's try that. Oh, no, not comparison. All right, let's get rid of this. Why is my $ not working? Let me put this on the other window. There we go. COST. All right, there we go. So I have not traded Costco in a while. It was a great channel for a long time. We've had a really nice run to the upside. So let's shift this one over. I don't remember who asked for this. This was Jim. Okay. So I do have, finally, my drawing tools. Here's the V bottom. We got another V bottom. Kind of sideways, ugly-ish. It's not even that we've got a great topping pattern anywhere in here, right? And what I mean by that is, did we have other places that we could call a top? Yeah, but nothing that I think is great. So we looked at this as a V bottom. This would be kind of sideways. We could call that our V top because this has had nothing in it, and that's kind of been straight up, right? But we do need a place to draw. So we'll have to wait for a resolve of where this new top ends. But for now, we're going to snap to here. I'm going to pull the channel back just to get it out of our way. I'm going to pull this out to the right. See, we're already almost through it. I mean, we're almost at the 618 at this point, right? We've got a Fibit of $10.56. So what does that mean? So great teaching opportunity. After you draw the fibs, here are the steps. Look at the distance between the 236 and the 0, and then look at the distance between the 0 and the negative 272. If that distance is greater than 2 times the Wilder's average true range, I have it already in a column right here. It's highlighted in blue, right? Which I can't see without my glasses, but it's in blue, right? It's 10. I see it's 10.56. So $10.50. I don't need an exact number. 372, 387. Is that more than $10? Yeah. 388 up to 4. Yes, it's more than $10. I need to split that level in half. So we're going to add. You can do it, visually, and you're close enough. We're going to add a negative 136 and a 118 line in there. All right, 380 to 387, that's good. 380 to 390, 387 to 396 is good. So we don't need to split those levels any longer. The reason the levels are split is this. I need to have a target that a stock can make it to within the next 2 to 3 trading days. If I've got a very large distance and it takes 8 or 9 days to get there, 5 days, 4 days, it doesn't matter. It doesn't give me the opportunity of success if I split that level in half. So I now have a new target. Did it run past those? All right, so now, all of that, Jim, a long way around on Costco. But what are we looking at? So if you look at where the location of the stock is right now in relation to the moving average, the 8, the pink line, we're too far away from that to help us right now. For those of you that remember, we traded Costco and Pop. We had that same problem for a very long time, months. It got nowhere near the 8. It kept riding the 5. Look at here. It's barely getting wicks stretching back, which is one time in the day. We're stretching back to that 8. We're getting more to that 5 when we're really not respecting or using the 8. But the 8 is too far away right now. So it makes it tougher there. Jim, if you can get a close to that 420.65 level that's out there right now, that one fib line, and a bounce off of there, 428.38 is your next target on the upside. If it does break, I would be looking at the 8 moving average as below the 8 moving average, wherever that is, as my stop. Right? Hope that helps, Jim. All right, Larry's asking for ZM. Zulu Mary. All right. Whew, nice little pop. Moving averages are in the wrong place, Larry. They're in the wrong order. Not place, they're in the wrong order. All right, let's get a bigger view here. An unscrunched one, please. Very old fib. I don't like when they last that long. Anything after 7-8 months starts to lose some of its value in there. We do have a nice move and a pullback. At this point, Larry, if you caught it today and you took it, I wouldn't take the trade. I would not take a bullish trade. I need this to get some better setup, which means get me a moving average near a fib line or get the stock near a fib line, right? The confluence would be great, but right now, moving average is in the wrong order. Means if I did trade it, would be aggressive. So the way we take an aggressive trade is we take less contracts. So we normally take 10 contracts, only for math purposes. We take 10, an aggressive trade would be 4. Right? If you're taking one contract, an aggressive trade would be 1. Okay? I mean, you can't do anything else. If you're taking 2 trades, 2 contracts normally, aggressive would be 1. You would cut your number of contracts down is all you're trying to accomplish there. Right? Somewhere down below that 354 level, Larry is going to be your man, that's just too far. See what I'm saying? Look where it is. It's tough. For me, I would pass on it. Sorry, I'm trying to get you an entry, Larry, but it's not working for me. All right, Lululemon. Right? So if we look, nope, wrong tool. All right. Lots of stair step in here. Oh, but this one is more. All right, so maybe from that bottom to that top, we're looking at. Right? So from that big, well, whatever it is, but in that after that big breakout, looking at here, this is kind of sideways, this kind of sideways up to here before we had a major pullback in there. So what do we do next? Look at the Fibit, 73 to 86. Plenty of room. We don't need it there. 85 to 400, 14 points. We're at 18. So we don't need to split those levels. All right, so Larry, if I take it back over to this chart here, we've got a confluence with the 0 line and the 8. This is a breakout of what I call the 0 line breakout. Guys, let me explain it first. I will go back to it. So this 0 line breakout right here, we're looking for this breakout here. Here was a break on that wick and it failed, right? When it broke on this day and it got a wick up to the same height, how did you know this was going to be a complete breakout? I mean, one that lasted, that sustained, that actually held up there. How did you possibly know that? Oh, Rob, I just knew. Well, you're a much better trader than I, because if it failed 2 days ago, why would I think it's going to burst through here? I just 1 penny above. Guys, how many times does the wick get a little bit above, and it still fails? I personally wait for the close above. I am waiting now for a retest on Lulu to come back down, Larry, into this blue line, which as it does move down, that 8 moving average, the pink line will flatten off and get closer to that. And at that point, when we take the bounce off that 386 level, we'll call it, that is where I would look for a bullish entry with my resistance at 400 would be my target. So, Larry, I hope that helps. Brenda's asking for QQQ. Nice breakout, Brenda. Retest on the 365 half if you're looking for an overnight trade, swing trade. Retest of the 365 half. What do we have here? $8, 53.65. Yep, I need to split both levels in here. So we're going to add Fibbits. So I'm putting in the negative 136 and the 118. There we go. So retest off the 365, Brenda. 372 is resistance. If we break, the break comes down below 365 half as your stop. Keith's asking for CMG. So I met with my team this morning. We were talking about something on CMG I was sharing with Sean and the rest of the team. And CMG, right, is the Mexican fast food restaurant. My wife comes to me afterwards and goes, listen, I don't normally care how you speak and say things, but I think you're making a mistake on what you called this company. So, okay, what did I call it? She said Chipotle. I said, yeah. She said, no, that's not correct. It's, how's the right way to say it? Chipotle. Which I, of course, made fun of, saying, wait. In high school, in Italian class, I remember with my Italian teacher, Mrs. Levy was her name, go figure, right? She was actually Italian, but she married someone that was named Levy. And the phraseology was, come si chiama lei. And I would make fun. Oh, she got so angry. This little 4'2" woman would about rip my head off for saying it. And I said that to her, Chipotle. Guys, Chipotle. Am I saying it wrong? Sure, I'll live up to that. Guess what? You know what Chipotle does? They're not a Mexican food restaurant. That's not what Chipotle does. The way you pronounce it doesn't make you money. What does make you money is learning how to trade CMG. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what makes you money. So if I mispronounce something, I'll apologize up front, but come on now. I'm good. My wife, we had a great laugh as she's explaining this to me this morning as I'm getting ready. Like, really? So where are we? We're up a little bit on the high side. Whoops. Let's see. 211. So we're at the -1. We really are at a point that we need to redraw already. We just don't have from their earnings. Chipotle had phenomenal. See, now I'm going to think about it every time I say it. Had phenomenal earnings. Their gap up, their go has been outstanding. I mean, look at the run. We got a great opportunity in here the other day, right? This was on Thursday. We had another opportunity on Friday. I'd be cautious without a breakout above the -1 line, though, on Keith on CMG, right? Caution. I wouldn't be trading it to the downside. You could day trade it if you get an intraday setup, bearish, but I'd be cautious on the downside on it. Hope that helps, Keith. Paula's asking for BMY. Yes, BMY. Why? Because we like you. Something like, huh? If you don't know what that is, it makes no sense explaining it. KEY. Why? Because we like you. Does anybody remember what that was from? All right. We've got a big trend going on over here. Really not something I want to even attempt drawing fibs on with the pattern that we've got setting up. Boy, I don't really like that. Let's see. Okay. So, guys, if I'm going to do my best to get through every candidate I can, but I think there's value in me breaking this down and explaining some of this to you when I see something happening. To me, it's like it's a teacher in class that you're talking about something in history and a period of time comes up and they skip over teaching that to you, saying, "Oh, we're running out of time." So, you don't really need to know that one. This is like a point in time in history, right? You do need to know what I'm going to share with you now. which means I might not hit all the candidates, but I think it's important to get through this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to split these two support and resistance lines. I'm splitting them in half. Why? What I actually just did is I set in place a Fibit. I took the outer channel, and we are not respecting that outer channel. We're not coming back to it at this point. Look where we are. We are hugging the center line that I just snapped in there. It gives us another level of support. And besides, what did I just achieve by doing that now? And I wasn't looking here. I was looking at the lines because I'm seeing that we're not coming back down here. We're not making it up to resistance right now. So by putting another line in the center, I'm just eyeballing it, guys. Am I off a little bit? I'm sure I am. You know, we were looking over the clock layout before, and Amelia said, yeah, I think this is off a little bit. And I said, yeah, I agree, it's off. And Sean goes, yeah, I don't see that. I said, well, that's the fault of being a tool and die maker. I see like tiny, tiny, tiny stuff is wrong. Look at the confluence we have now with the 8 moving average. So if we can get a close here on BMY, Paula, and a bounce, there's a potential entry bullish. But I would be cautious not to target right now. At least my first target would be the highest of the recent high it made on Friday. I would not be shooting for anything higher than that for a target. So hopefully that helps there, Paula. What's that? And they have earnings coming out. Good catch, Sean. They've got earnings coming out. But from a technical aspect, Henry's asking for big airplane, BA. Henry, I like them to the downside. If they break into the upside, day trade them up to the 21 EMA. But I would prefer the downside if it can fail and get back below the 223 level. Bahavian is asking for Tesla. If I mispronounced that, I apologize. TSLA. What did I do? All right. So Tesla's been tough. Higher lows, lower highs. We've got that wedge formation there. We got the breakout today. That 649 half level is the support with all the moving averages in there. Day trade is all I would be willing to do on this at all. I mean, I'm just not interested whatsoever. Let's see. July 26th. So today is their earning. Oh, yeah, it's earnings. Be careful. I write them down on my tracking sheet for the main companies that I look at. RH is asking for Hasbro. So I typed in RH. RH, you have your own symbol? Hasbro? Sorry about that. All right. Oh, earnings day. Boom, chaga-laga-laga. Where in the heck is it? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? So let's go back historically and look. Why did it stop here? Massive resistance right here. 106.30. We ran up to a high today of 104.55, so less than $2 away up from all-time highs. I would be a little cautious with it. I am not one to chase after this. Let it settle out, and we'll take it from there. Amy's asking for BB. Hope that helps, Bahivian. BB 999. Sounds like the beginning of a phone number that you got to pay for. 999-1212. Yeah, I mean, bearish, I don't know who they are. Oh, BlackBerry. Oh, goodness. Okay. This used to be a major company, boy. Look for a move down to $8. I wouldn't trade anything to the upside on it at this point. CLX. Nice. Okay. So our bottom's held. Tops are extending higher. The move already happened, right? We would really have wanted to pull back to the moving average. Came down a little bit today, not much. I wouldn't take anything if you're not in already. You're at the middle of this fib already. I'd be looking for a pullback and a bounce to take anything on Clorox. Let's see. We did Tesla already. Don't know why. Yeah, I was having issues with Tesla, with Costco, Jim, but I got it, right? So the trailing stop on TradeStation. Still, I don't have TradeStation open here to show it. TradeStation, for some reason, on this computer only, is causing problems with our StreamYard, which is the service we use to shoot to Zoom and YouTube at the same time. So it's causing issues for me. So I can't even share it with you. And I've not done it on number 10, so I don't know on that one at all. So sorry about that. Larry said on the old fib, it looked like a zero line breakout. Who was that on, Larry? You're welcome. There you go. Robert said, just call it CMG, Rob. LOL. Exactly. NVIDIA. You got it, Tommy. So this was one from over the weekend that I had down as a diagonal spread. Now, we've pulled back more than I wanted it to, and we still might. But when you look, if we can settle, and that's what it's going to come down to, Tommy. We need to see the move up, but I need it to settle and close now. Or if it closes up higher today, that's fine. But I can't have it closing below that 236 line today. If it does, that 191.45, if it closes below, I need it to get back above. I need to close back. For me, I need to close back above. You've got earnings coming out when? On NVIDIA, August 18th. So we've got a little bit of time for earnings yet. So we're okay there. And it is confirmed on NVIDIA, according to Earnings Whisper. But I need to close above. If it does move up off of that, then I'm looking for the move, Tommy, on up to 200 from NVIDIA. That's our next target, our resistance. So our target would be down below that, 198, 99, somewhere down in that area is where your target's going to be. So I hope that helps. Hey, guys, come on. If you're on YouTube and you got questions, drop them in. Yeah, Sarah got it. A couple of you did. There you go. Robert got it. PK got it. Y'all showing your age. Charles got it from YouTube, right? It was the Mickey Mouse Club. M-I-C-K-M-I-C. See you real soon. K-E-Y. Why? Because we like you. M-O-U-S-E. All right? There you go. Sure. Kevin wants to look at Clove. C-L-O-V. Woo. Okay. I got nothing for you, my friend. Look for these bottoms right in here, about 689. Who are they and what do they do? Not sure who Clove is. Clover Health Investments Corp. Well, they're not doing too healthy themselves. Are they newer? Yeah, they are. Okay. Horrible time to go public, huh? For them, anyway. All right. Diane's asking for SDC. Whew. Earnings coming up. I don't know. You got to confirm it, right? Let's see. 6, 7, 8. I mean, there's not much down below there. 664, we got a little bit. 570, we got a little bit. Yeah, I don't do well, Diana, and I forgot who asked on the other one. Sorry, on Clover. I don't do well on these lower price stocks. I don't trade them because I would rather trade, instead of me buying a $6 stock, I'd rather spend $6 on an option for an $80 stock or a $100 stock. For me, I don't tend to trade these. With these and with them coming down, your only choice is to short them. And here's the question: how much can you make? How far down can it go? 0. It's at 684, so you can make $6.84 a share. How much can it go against you? Aha! Be careful. Be very, 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 very careful with that. So I don't have any more for you on that. Yeah, on TOS, I have no idea how to do it still. I don't use TOS, really. TOS is just what we're using here because we're having a problem with TradeStation. So, Larry, what was your question? So anytime you guys are replying back to me or asking questions about a comment I made, Put your symbol back in there, because I told Larry I don't know what symbol you were talking about. Now he gave me the symbol, and now I don't remember what his question was. So type your question in there, Larry. Help me out there, please. Okay, so Larry said zero line breakout on ZM. Got it. You said on the old fib? Zoom of old fib. Okay. So you're talking about way back here. Yes, Larry, that if you extend this out and said the breakout of that zero line, the retest and the bounce, that's exactly what that was. That is a perfect setup that we're looking for here, Larry. Absolutely perfect setup that we want, right, from the zero line breakout. You're welcome. Last one, Raj was asking for DocuSign. Docu. I was going to say that didn't look right. Let's bring it current. All right, so we have violated the 882. We have a need to redraw the fibs. Let's just bring it over where there's no moving averages. Oh, we already have them. Why was it not there? What did I miss? Okay, I don't know why I was thinking I didn't have a fib on there. So here's our fib. So on Docu, Raj, I want to retest, but I need to check our numbers out. So let's see, 70 to 98. We don't need a fib there. 99 to, oh yeah, we need a fib in there. So we need a negative 136 only. 15, 16. Okay, we're good. That's good. So give me the retest of the 298.75 in the bounce, and you're looking at 315 as your first resistance. So 312, 13, 14, somewhere in there you're looking for the resistance, the targets. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope it was helpful. Listen, make sure that you get yourself registered for the event coming up in New York on the 17th. Folks, it's $99 for a full live one day with me in New York. I've had people sleep in their cars, although I don't recommend it. I've had people drive in the morning, 6 hours. They're driving in the morning. They're driving back home 6 or 8 hours at night and stay if you're trying to save on some money. But $99 for me to have an entire day with me, an entire day where we're going to teach this type of stuff, drilling it in your head over and over and over. The biggest difference of what I can do here and what I do there is the best education model is tell, show, do. The do is what's missing now. The do is what's going to be a big part of what we do on the 17th of September. So go ahead and get yourself to the event. Get registered for it. It's $99, folks. Costing us a lot more than that just to run the event. With that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. We're going to leave the room open a little bit. Amy dropped in the link for that event. Go ahead and click on that. Get yourself registered. And I'll see all of you at our next week's update. Take care, folks. Bye for now.